Hello, Cancer! Welcome to your love reading for October 2019, and welcome back to my channel, Lunasync Tarot. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I do love readings for each sign for each month. So, I've already shuffled your cards and I've laid them out here, so let's sync up. In the position of you, two cards fell out, the Shaman of Swords and the Shaman of Cups. And in the position of the other, or the person that you're thinking about, your partner, your love interest, your love connection, is the Shaman of Discs. So you might notice right off the bat we have three shamans. And then in the position of your combined energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And in the position of what needs to be understood and integrated, or the outcome, we have the Three of Discs. So, the fact that you have shamans representing both you and your partner or your love interest, the person that you're thinking about in October, is significant. Shamans are traditionally the kings in the traditional tarot. They are personalities who have a great deal of experience and wisdom and authority, and they are very established, and they actually have mastered the suit, or the energy that belongs to the suit. So for example, the Shaman of Swords has mastered air, has mastered communication, has mastered using his or her voice, has mastered thought and reason. The Shaman of Cups has mastered emotions. The Shaman of Discs has mastered all things tangible, practical, real. Like the discs is the suit of earth. So all tangible things. So let's get into the meaning of each of these cards. For you, we have the Shaman of Swords and the Shaman of Cups. I get the sense that you are using your voice to activate something in some significant way. So this card is about using your voice to create change, big change, major change, and to scale in some way. So potentially using your voice to scale your connection or scale your relationship in some significant way. The Shaman of Cups is somebody who puts on a mask to contain their emotions so that they can do magic, so that they can do magical work in the world. So I see that you're containing your emotions. You're really sort of like creating a boundary around your emotions so that you can do the work that you need to do. And you're using your voice to create change or to activate in some way. So there's something about emotions and thought. Thought and emotions, communication, communicating what it is that you need to communicate in order to create the change that you want to create inside of this connection. The Shaman of Discs is about this character, this person who's been on this path for quite some time. They've learned everything that they could learn about this path, and they're walking this path in a very steady, stable, secure way. Yeah, the Shaman of Discs is somebody who maybe moves a little bit slower, takes his or her time to get where they need to get, and has this great vision about the future. And it's really cool because the Shaman of Discs is just like very grounded, very earthy, is probably an herbalist or a doctor working with the body, somebody who has those qualities. So, you and your connection, you and your partner are both sort of at the top of your game. You have a lot of experience. You are using that experience in a sort of sophisticated way, to support others. And your energy is equal. You're matching one another's energy. So it's not like the shaman with the daughter, right? Or the king with the page. These are all kings. Like, it's a very similar energy that you're both bringing to the table in October. Using your voice in some way to activate or communicate something, really containing your emotions so that you can do the work that you need to do. If it is on this relationship or in this connection, communicating with your partner in some significant way in a very rational, calm, cool demeanor. The Shaman of Discs, it could be somebody that has been on their path for quite some time. It might take quite a lot to get them to deviate from this path. because they've been on it for so long and they've learned it so well. It's so well trodden. They've been on it for quite some time. In the position of the combined energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about big transformative change. This is sometimes called the karmic change. It's the karmic wheel. So the wheel spins and it balances your karma in some significant way. There is a big change afoot in your relationship, in your connection, and it's coming from both of you. You both are sort of contributing to this big transformative change. And then finally, in the position of the outcome, or what needs to be understood and integrated, is the Three of Discs. This is about building something that will last the test of time, and doing so in a very collaborative manner. So there's something that you both will be working on in October that will have a very long-lasting effect. It's or will last quite some time in your relationship. If you see this card here, the Three of Discs, you see each of these women have their own task, and they're contributing they're each contributing in their own way to building this very stable, strong brick structure that will last the test of time. So something that you're working on here that has the promise to last quite some time. All right. Let's see how your partner, your connection, feels about you in October. What do they think about you? What do they think about your connection? How do they feel about your connection? I kind of want to know about the chemistry between the two of you and how they perceive that. Ooh, wow. Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. So we have two knights right off the bat. Knights are about action. So they either perceive that you're able to take a great deal of action, or they are moving towards you. They want to take action around, they feel very motivated around this connection. The Knight of Swords is a personality that's very swift thinking, swift moving, very articulate, very communicative. They are going to dive right in. They're going to dive right in and they're going to do it. They might not have a plan, but they're going to, they have the desire, and they have the, what is it? They have the motivation just to get in there and make it happen. Now you have the Knight of Pentacles too. The Knight of Pentacles more likely has a plan. So seeing them both here together is not a bad thing. You have somebody who has a plan to take action and somebody who's absolutely willing to do that, to take the action. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles, he might have a plan, but he's pretty slow moving. He might not get there very quickly. The Knight of Swords will get there as fast, before you even realize that it's happening, it's happened, right? So this is how your connection feels about you, about your connection in October. Very fast moving, also wanting to have some sort of plan. The Seven of Wands is about, sometimes the Seven of Wands speaks to deception and sneakiness and manipulation. So for what it's worth, that is there as well in how they perceive the connection. There's some sort of hidden agenda or some sort of sneakiness, some sort of deception, a willingness to just dive right in and make it happen. And somebody who will take action. It might take them a little bit longer, but they're more likely to have a well thought out plan. Now, if you look at the imagery in this card, what you see is this sort of this S&M scene where the knight has her by the hair and he has a whip and she's kind of naked and she's showing everybody her rear and people are watching. It's very voyeuristic. So it could be that he or she, your partner, really wants to dominate you in this way and finds that very erotic. Again, with the Knight of Pentacles, we have another scene here where the man is really holding this woman from behind and sort of forcing this liquid down her throat. So there's definitely this energy of I'm the dominant one, I'm going to take you. And again, there's this manipulative, kind of deceptive energy at play as well. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, how do you feel about your connection in October? What are you thinking about this connection? How do you feel about this person that you're thinking about in October, and what do you think about the chemistry inside of this love relationship? If your partner does want to dominate you, they might have a little bit of a hard time because you're each pulling through as kings, and that's very dominant energy. So you've got it and they've got it. Let's see, how do you feel about this connection in October, Cancer? Oh, there we go. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it's funny. So we have the Ace of Swords. And this is a very similar scene as the Knight of Swords. So we have, again, this submissive dominance, dominant kind of scenario. But he's over here, your partner, is in the position of dominance in this card. And that's how they perceive this relationship or this connection. How you perceive this connection is it's flipped, it's reversed. In this card, the woman is the dominant one and she's tying up the man. So there could be a little bit of a back and forth in terms of like switching up the dominant submissive roles, or it could be that you're battling one another for that dominant role. All right. So, let's see, I'll just put this down here so you can continue to see it. And same thing with this. So remember, this one is over here. Can you see that? Kinda. Let us pull some clarifying cards around some of this. Because I want to know really what this thing is, what this big change is, and what this long-lasting thing for you in the outcome is, for you and your relationship is in the outcome. I'm going to toss that back in there and start to shuffle now. So a little bit of information about the outcome. Ooh, postponement. So this card speaks to feeling blocked off from the present moment. So feeling like you're on the outside of the present moment, which is the only moment that is truly alive. And so there's a hint of depression in this card. There's a person who's sort of postponing things, thinking, well, it's not quite right, or maybe sometime in the future. But really, the only time is now. If you see the color inside of the box, that is the present moment. And this person in this card is outside of the present moment, either thinking about the past or thinking about the future. Either way, just postponing what it is that they want to do or want to have, because they feel like, for whatever reason, they don't have what they need in order to realize it, when all they really need to do is be present with now, be in the now. So there's some sort of difficulty around, being in the now or feeling postponed in some way. Something feels like it's been put on a hold. So let's clarify again some more about the Wheel of Fortune, about this big change in the combined energy, and about the Three of Discs, this thing that you're working on with your partner, this collaboration. Let's learn a little bit more about what that is about. This is the Osho Zen Tarot deck. I really like this one. I love the imagery on it. I'm thinking a few more clarifying cards for this so we can just sort of feel it out and see what it's all about. You both have achieved pretty significant mastery. Well, here we go. I just said pretty significant mastery, and we have the Creator, which is the ultimate master. So this is interesting. Let's try to talk it out and figure it out. The shamans are at the top of their game. They are masters. When we ask to clarify the big change and the thing that you're going to be working on here and the outcome, this long-lasting structure, we got two cards. We got postponement, so it feels kind of like it's on hold, or somebody's not really connecting with the present moment or the reality that it is that you're experiencing right now. And then we got the creator, which is another master. So whatever's being put on hold has to do with this mastery that you and your partner both have squarely in what you're contributing to the relationship. You're both contributing this mastery. And this thing that we've tried to clarify with the Three of Discs, what you're building, seems to have something to do with the mastery that you both bring to the table. And maybe harnessing that together. Like how do you resolve this with one another and sort of harnessing that energy so that you can build something that will last. All right. Let's pull a medicine card. I'd like to get some advice or some guidance, some further guidance for you in the month of October with your love connection. We have some guidance for Cancer on how to navigate this connection in October. It's a very interesting reading, Cancer. I hope it's resonating with you. If it is, leave a comment and let me know how. And also hit that like button so that it can circulate amongst others. One card for Cancer. These cards don't want to jump out. Okay, here we go. Turtle. Turtle is about earth energy. And the Shaman of Discs is definitely about earth energy. So let's read a little bit about Turtle and see what it has to tell us. If you've chosen the turtle symbol, you're being asked to honor the creative source within you. Ooh, the creator. Look at the creative source within this creator. To be grounded to the earth and to observe your situation with motherly compassion. Use the water and earth energies. We have water energies here. We have earth energies here, which represent Turtle's two homes, to flow harmoniously with your situation and to place your feet firmly on the ground in a power stance. So yeah, there's something about connecting with the present moment, being grounded in the present moment. Turtle is a fine teacher of the art of grounding. You may even be able to overcome some of your space cadet tendencies if you align with Turtle medicine. In learning to ground, you are placing focus on your thoughts and actions and slowing to a pace that assures completion. Wow, okay. So the advice from the medicine cards is to get very, very grounded. To connect with water and earth energy. So there's something about when your energies come together, getting grounded and tapping into this creative force in order to build this, navigate this change and build this long-lasting structure, this thing that will support your relationship moving forward into the future for quite some time. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, hit the like button and follow me on Instagram at Lunasync. I hope you have a beautiful October. Take good care.